It's always good fun when you have a device that has lots of different lengths and types of screws. Take it apart and then leave it for 3 weeks to then try and put it back together. Let's crack on. So I've replaced that cable. It's sitting much better. Still not perfect. Probably could do with just putting that further around. I have also still not great that. Might have actually done it a bit too short. Just got to go round the battery compartment. And it's very highly flexible cable as well, so it does sort of want to go its own way. There's also a little cable clip here. Again, sorry, the angles are terrible. But yeah, that's done. I've also tried to clean, let's bring you in. I've also tried to clean the remaining residue off here, and it's sort of gone into the plastic. So I've spent a good amount of time trying to clean that off, even trying to scrape it off, and it's stained the plastic almost. So yeah, that's not ideal, but yeah, it'll be fine. Now, one thing I did forget, the positive side is still connected. I don't know if you can see that. How well that's connected, I don't know. What I will do is I'll put a meter on that just to see, but I'm tempted to leave it. If it's fine and it's got good continuity, I'll leave it, with the chance that maybe in the future that will rot away, but so far it seems fine. Yeah, so what I'll do next is I'll feed this negative through, and yeah, I do need to just mark that up as well as negative with a Sharpie, I think. So I've now run that extra flexible wire there. You can see I put a bit of black on it to denote it is negative. It goes to the back of the board, and I've also reattached the grounding wire to the motor tag there. So I think we can start putting this back together. Yay! Okay, so I'm most of the way back to getting the core of the deck back together. Anyway, I haven't put any screws in yet, but I've clipped this in. A couple of odd things. This cable, grey cable here, was actually, it's almost glued, but I'm sure it wasn't, to the one clip that the board needs to locate into. I just couldn't get it to locate, and that was why. Pushing the deck in was also a bit interesting. There's a tiny bit of plastic at the top of the deck that sort of stuck out, and I couldn't see where it was supposed to locate. And so I just thought, well, I lined it up with the screw holes in the bottom where they're going to go, and then just sort of gently prized out the chassis plastic and just let it slide in. And there's a little locating notch where it goes in. You just can't really see it. So yeah, I can't really show you, to be honest, just at the minute. But yeah, so next thing is to work out where all the screws go. It's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together, and probably, because you're not at the best angle as well, I am going to, that's the wrong screw to start with, probably just be quiet while I do this, and put some music on or something, and I'll probably speed it up as well. Well, after a bit of fiddling about, I've managed to get it going.
That's not you.
So that's FM.
Well, it isn't.
Don't worry too
Your
much
thing
about
is doing comedy online.
shortwave and the aerial. I mean, that's amazing. It's really working well. That bottom bit isn't coming out still so well, but well, it's better than nothing, and I will have a look at that. I've managed to get it working. But the cassette, so obviously you can wind and rewind and all the rest of it. It all seems to be fine, but you can hear it clicks over. There is no audio at all. Can't hear anything. So my thinking is I might have got that record switch in the wrong position. It might have slipped out, even though I was really careful not to do that. I have a feeling that's what's happened. Ooh, not supposed to do that. There we go. Yeah, I will say the eject is a little bit crunchy. So I'll have to have a look at that. But it's working. I just need to investigate this playback issue. Yeah, really pleased with that. It's
Besides, I think they're doing an hour on it.
it's just great.
Michael,
It's certainly a very good start. So what I'll do is I'll leave this one here, and I will update you on the tape section on an updates video. But thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe as well. Lots more to come, and see you in another video. Hold on there just 1 minute. I do actually know what's wrong with this. It does look as if the record switch, which is activated when you press record, isn't located properly. When you press play, plug in the headphones, you can actually hear the microphone. So that's obviously in the wrong position. Also, the other slight problem is, I don't know whether that is, I think the needle is on top of the nylon. There's a strip of nylon thread on this side that basically stops it from touching the front cover, and I think the needle is the wrong side of that. So I'm going to take it apart again. Shouldn't be quite so painful because I don't have to strip it right the way down, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll do that next. So there we go, it is working. And yeah, I literally just got that switch in the wrong place. When I put it on, it must have just slipped past. And I've also sorted out the tuning as well now, so it doesn't drag. Don't know how straight the needle is, but it's pretty straight. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit maybe not quite straight. I might have another go with that. To do that, what I did was actually, with the screw outside here, let's open this up, you can, a little bit of gentle persuasion, I could just about get enough, I've put the screws back in. So, 2 screws have to come out the back. And that allows you to get to the needle. I mean, this you never really need to do this, I have to say. It's only because that needle isn't straight. And it wasn't straight when I first started this. Left the batteries in, so I'm going to be a bit more careful what happens with screws. So you see, you can actually get in there, and it's just a little bit low. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's lining up with the green line. So yeah, so that's it. So So I'll put it back together and give it one final test. Okay, so just putting the final screws in. So we've got this long, thin one here. Now I have to say the manual was a little bit misleading with the screw placement. For example, these 3 screws here, and then these 2 screws here. In the manual, it says that they're all the same length, but they're not. The longer ones go here. So, yeah, it just keeps you on your toes a bit. They also didn't seem to mention those 2 screws that were holding on the front panel either. I might have missed it in the manual, but I didn't see any mention of those. But you can't actually take the front panel off without undoing those 2 slightly hidden screws. They're not obvious. And obviously we've got the screw at the end there as well. So that goes on there. Motor speed adjustments, there's a little plug which no doubt is going to be very easy to break. You can see there's just 2 plastic tabs, and in there's an adjustment, and there should be a head on there, a screw head, but that's got broken off at some point. So I ended up having to use, and it actually worked really well, just a very small, I think that's, yeah, it's Torx. So I've got the speed roughly right. I will do a better job sort of calibrating the speed. I haven't got a proper tape, but I won't put that in either because I want to clean that. But yeah, so
by train to London and spoke later that day in the House of Commons. After that, she discovered that she'd tested positive and decided to travel home to Glasgow by train. But
so radio, that's just FM, and I mean it's never going to be great, the sound, because it's just that little miler speaker in the back, but it's not bad. I mean it works really well, and I have listened on headphones to the radio anyway, because obviously the tape wasn't working, and it was really good, excellent quality. I mean, what do you expect from Sony? But so there we go, all done and dusted. I will give it a jolly good clean. It's not really had a proper clean, and yeah, really pleased with this. Even the aerial, I even sorted out that remaining segment a bit better. It's just the contamination that was in there. You can hear it's still stiff, but it's a lot better, and I can run some more lubricant in that. But yeah, so there it is, fully fixed. Fantastic. So really hope you enjoyed this. I'm certainly over the moon with this, and no doubt we'll have some more in the future as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the video as well, and put a like if you did, and see you in another video. Bye for now.